The one mod that every Jeep Wrangler owner needs to do as soon as they get their Jeep is to upgrade the headlights. The factory headlights on these Wranglers, they barely have any light output, so I'm so excited to finally be swapping mine out for some aftermarket LEDs. In this video, we'll be kind of going through some of the features of these aftermarket headlights. I'll walk you through the install process and then we'll test them out. The first thing you'll notice about these headlights is they look very similar to the new JL style. They have the middle bar and the reflectors on the top and bottom, just like the LED headlights do on the new Gladiators and Wranglers. I personally really like this style, and I also really like that these are not an exact replica of those headlights, they just take several similar design cues. For example, the middle bar on these headlights is a little bit wider and more pronounced than the JL headlights, and the halo is actually notched in the side, which is not something you'll find on the JL headlights. As far as the light arrangement, we have low beams on the left and right sections of this middle bar, and a high beam that casts out of this top reflector, the bottom reflector, and the middle section of the middle bar. We also have a daytime running light that surrounds the perimeter of the bar, and like I said earlier, it's kind of notched in the sides to give it a unique look. As far as build quality goes, only time will really tell how well these will hold up, but they are made of die-cast aluminum and they have some nice weight to them. On the back of the headlights, we have two breather ports, and the instructions say that if these headlights ever start developing moisture inside, you can simply open up these breather ports, run them for about 2 hours, then close them up, and that should fix the problem. Now, in order to upgrade your Jeep to LED headlights, you'll need some sort of anti-flicker harness, because every time the Jeep cycles to make sure its headlights are working, there's a millisecond there where the headlights won't have power and the LEDs will flicker. On the old headlights, this came in the form of this wiring harness, so we have our headlight plugged into the anti-flicker harness, which is this box up here, and then plugged into the adapter to finally work with the Jeep. That's obviously a pretty bulky setup, so I'm happy to say that the new headlights have that built right inside the back, so we don't have to fool with any of this kind of big bulky stuff. One last thing to note is that these headlights are DOT approved, so you don't have to worry about blinding people down the road with your illegally bright headlights. So now we've talked about how great these headlights look and should perform, but let's go ahead and install them so we can see how they work. So before starting with the install, I've gone ahead and parked the Jeep a few yards away from this wall and marked off where the top of the low beams are. If the new headlights aren't perfectly aligned, we can use these as a guide to adjust them later. Included with the kit, we have our two headlights, a surprisingly detailed set of instructions, like pretty impressive for an Amazon product. Anyway, we've got our two wires for our daytime running lights and our two H4 to H13 plug and play harnesses. To remove the grill, you're going to need one of these two things. You'll need a flathead screwdriver or a pick. A pick is easier, but flathead works just fine. And we're going to need a T15 Torx head Allen key or a T15 socket and ratchet. Either one will work, but T15, that's what we need. Anyway, all this stuff is to install the daytime running lights. We'll talk about that later since you might not necessarily need that. To gain access to the headlights, the grill must first be removed. It is held in place on top by 6 locking retainer tabs, which can be easily removed using a screwdriver or pick tool. Once all the tabs are removed, the top of the grill can be pulled back to give us access to the turn signals, which we will need to remove in order to free the grill. With the turn signals gone, the grill can be pried from the Jeep and set to the side. Each factory headlight is held in place by 4 Torx head screws. These can be removed using your T15 tool, and removing them should allow the headlight to be pulled from the Jeep. To disconnect the headlight harness, push back on the red locking slider and press the green tab. Go ahead and remove the metal retainer ring from the stock headlight so we can reuse it later. With the factory headlights gone, we can finally begin our installation. Go ahead and attach the H4 to H13 connector into your new headlight and secure the other end into the factory Jeep harness. Be sure to lock the red slider back into place. Now it's time to talk about the daytime running lights. The easiest way to wire these up would be to run both wires into the fuse box and connect them to a fuse that only has power when the Jeep is turned on. That's what I did for my old setup and it worked fine, but since my bumper doesn't have fog lights, I'm actually going to run the power from my daytime running lights to the power of the fog lights and program my Jeep to run those all the time whenever it's on. Of course, if you don't really like the halo look, you can also just leave the daytime running lights disconnected. Now's a good time to check our work. I flipped on the daytime running lights and they are super bright and working just fine, and then I flipped on the low beams and then the high beams and everything's functioning correctly. For the reinstall, all we need to do is place the retainer ring on our new headlight and screw the whole setup back into the Jeep. Now go ahead and flick on the headlight so we can test our alignment. Fortunately for me, the new headlights are perfectly aligned with the old setup. If they would have needed some adjustment though, they can be aimed up or down using this bolt to the left of the headlights. So here's how the headlights look on the Jeep, and I've got to say I'm really liking this style. The daytime running lights are super bright, but even with them turned off, it's just a good looking set of headlights. I especially like that these headlights have reflectors in the top and bottom, because I really didn't want to go for a solid blacked out look on my Jeep. That's not really my style. I went on a quick test drive around the block to make sure the daytime running lights are working fine, and looks like everything's good, so all that's left to do is test them out at night. And now to look at them at night. First, just look at how cool these headlights look on the Jeep at night. I mean, that's just a pretty cool look. And their light output definitely does not disappoint. I tried to adjust the cutoff to where it's the exact same as the old headlights, but you can see so much further to the left and right, and it's just a nice, crisp white light. Here's the factory headlights, and as you can tell, it's really kind of hard to see. I will say that my camera isn't the best for low light, so they are a tad brighter in person, but not really by much. Now compare that to the new headlight beam. The light more completely fills the area from the front bumper of the vehicle out to the cutoff, and we have much better visibility on the sides of the road. When placed side by side, it's easy to see why LED headlights are such an essential upgrade. The headlights also have some really great high beams. The low beams actually don't cut off when you activate the high beams, so you've really got the whole headlight on, so you get to keep that same up close visibility while also extending the light pretty far out there. So the Audexen 7-inch LED headlights, as you can tell, I really don't have any complaints right now. Now, time will tell how well they actually hold up, but for right now, they're super bright, 100 times better than stock for sure. If you've never driven a Jeep with LED headlights, it's really a night and day difference. You need to get those stock headlights off your Jeep as quick as possible. Even if you don't go with these, you'll be super happy with any LED headlight. But these, in my opinion, they're a lot nicer than my old set. The beam is super consistent, and also they just look really nice in my opinion. If you have any questions about these headlights, feel free to comment down below, and I've also linked them down below if you want to check them out or get more information about them. This video actually took me a really long time to make, so if you enjoyed it or like Jeep stuff in general, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.